Close your eyes and imagine a wall. And by, the kids would climb, though most would make it. Some would fall. Some were hurt, but healed in time, and some were broken. None were fine. The wall is life, the bricks are words, and every insult ever slurred that hurt when heard, it did its damage to those who had a disadvantage, and left them with a bruise that lasts, and put a cast upon their past. Never seen but always there like viruses inside the air, we only fight to stay alive. While some survived, others died. We didn't choose our looks, our brains, though some would claim we're all the same. Equality is a word that's used to justify, not speak the truth. Because if it's true we're all the same, then why do some still get abused? Some would wonder what's the use. We never ask for hopeless shame, but see no point to post the blame. We only point at our reflections, neglect what they elect to mention of all the skills that make us great, but can't repair the hands of fate that made us what we can't escape, and pray for God to set us straight. Well, all we have is endless hate for everything we cannot free. We fight the world that made us see this horrid thing we have to be. We see a monster in the mirror, hang our heads and say, that's me. Calling names is just the start. And quickly it becomes an art. They know the rules, attack the heart and leave what's left in broken parts. So what could you advise to us? You never lived without your pride, surrounded by a group of kids who live to make you die inside. Laughing every time you cry, they're only seeking to destroy because prejudice doesn't have a side. Black or white, girl or boy, you'd never see the boy that's hurt. Bruises underneath his bands because he tried to make a stand. He raised his head, they raised their hands. His tears all wasted, left unchecked, his hopes inside his father's desk, unseen, but once the trigger's cocked, he hears the bang, we feel the shock. He didn't know it once he left, it took his death to get respect, to rest upon his final bed, but now what was once depressed is dead. With final words he left unsaid to all of those who climb the wall, and laugh at everyone who falls because they slipped along the way, and now every day they pay with pain. So tell me now this fix you found, when every day's a battleground. Beware the shrewdness of the sounds of those who hate when you astound. Because talent's there, but not the truth. He's good at art, but not that cute. He doesn't get a silver medal, and bronze is broken into two because three's a crowd, they don't place third. What's worse, there isn't room for you. Success is pain, and many know the wall is your first step to make it. Although some fall along the way, some will have the strength to take it, to show that living's not that fun for all of those who lack the best. That same best that some caress, picking who the rest detest, when making life an endless stress, telling you it's all a lie, forcing painful suicide because you feel you'd rather die. So close your eyes and see this life, and put yourself inside the shoes of kids who didn't walk a mile. They walked 1,000 in abuse, unable to see the truth of all the things that made them great. From singing, acting, getting grades, to poetry that they'd create. All they see are endless fates, and some that end in 6-foot graves, wishing they were not themselves, and that the pain would go away. So help each other up the wall. There doesn't need to be a risk of hatred because you couldn't make it, or misery because you did. If it's true we're all the same, then make equality exist.